Our next speaker is Lavanya Reddy from Seattle, Washington. She is the current Executive Vice President of NFIA. She is also the founder and president of Srimani Rama Cultural and Educational Foundation. Additionally, she is the founder and president of Washington Helping Hands, an organization that helps women and children in distress. She is also the president of FIAWA and a board member of Women of Wisdom and Northwest Share Ambassadors of Peace Mothers. She has been a Montessori teacher for 40 years in the US. She will be talking about Goddesses of India. Lavanya Garu, over to you. Lavanya Garu.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you, Prasanthi, for that introduction. I really appreciate it. Do you see the screen?
Yes, I'm able to, Andy. I can see.
So today's my topic is goddesses. India has incredible women goddesses you can never see anywhere else. Who is a goddess? All goddesses are remembered for their divine powers and strengths. Powers are received from Almighty Authority Shiva, the bestower, and thus goddesses are called Shiva Shaktis. And all goddesses have their own specialities. They are tolerant, acceptant, accuracy in decision-making, balance, courage, concentration and problem-solving, forgiveness, and cooperation. Goddess Santoshma, the symbol of contentment and happiness. Goddess Gayatri, the symbol of auspicious ones and success. Goddess Vaishnav, the symbol of purity. The goddess Kali, the symbol of fearlessness and, fearless and courage. Goddess Saraswati, the symbol of knowledge. Goddess Amba, the symbol of fulfillment and achievement. Goddess Durga, the symbol of Shakti, divine energy. Durga means the one who kills Durgun or bad things, negativity. Goddess Lakshmi, the symbol of wealth and prosperity. Laksh means aim, the one who focuses on aim and objective and achieve it. Goddess Uma, the symbol of enthusiasm and creativity. Each one of us, same way, each one of us have our own strength and powers within us, which are spiritual qualities. And how do we invoke these spiritual, invoke them? How can we invoke them? By becoming spiritual. Because if you consider yourself as a body, your abilities are very limited. When you consider yourself as a soul, and then you're a child of Shiva or God, I have a right to inherit all his qualities and powers. We become unlimited. And basically, the original quality of a soul is immortality. Soul never dies. Peace, love, happiness, purity, and bliss are our qualities. How do we become goddesses? Our divine being is in us, is complete. Whatever we need is within us. By having this awareness and imbibing God's virtues and powers, we can awaken our powers and enjoy them. That happens only by being soul conscious, not body conscious, because body makes us very limited. In other words, it is called self-realization, knowing your own powers. What we are, we need to know that we are souls. Whom we belong to God, and we are children of God. And where we came from God's abode. Basic qualities of goddess is purity. What is purity? Purity is staying away from like vices like lust, anger, attachment, ego, and greed. And then these are the ones which causes peacelessness and unhappiness in us. That purity should reflect in our thoughts, words, and deeds. So we need to have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone. We should never compare because each one is unique and each one, our roles are unique. We shouldn't complain about anything because it's accurate. Whatever is happening, it's accurate in this drama. We cannot criticize or judge anybody. We shouldn't give sorrow or take sorrow because happiness is divinity. And being soul conscious, how we become soul conscious is by meditating on ourselves, that we are souls, and transforming ourselves from negativity, or like, getting rid of all the vices and being positive in everything. We can transform ourselves and we can invoke any power within us. And for example, when I am going to start a thing, I always consider myself, I'm Vinayaka, so nothing would stand against me. And when I have an obstacle in front of me, like a mountain, I assume myself to be Hanuman and jump over it. And then when I am getting upset about something, I tell myself, I'm Sita, I'm very cool. Like that. You can imbibe, you can take one of these Shaktis, their powers, and use them for your purpose. What you think is what you are. So if you think you're powerful, you're going to be powerful. And always remember, Devo means giving. The one who gives is Devata and goddess. And then unless you are full, you cannot give anything to anybody. So by meditating and then by self-realization, you can make yourself very strong. And I am blessed to have meditation classes about 17 years ago. Here in Seattle, we have a mind and meditation center where I got my meditation classes free. And from then, every morning and evening, I meditate. And it helps me, like I can't even tell you with my words. It changed my life in every way. And thank you. And I'm just sharing the Mind and Meditation Center in Seattle. If you ever come and visit us. And I gave their phone. And I have my number. And if you have any questions, please call me. Thank you, Prashanti. Thank you, NFIA, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lavanya Garu, for your beautiful description about the goddesses and their energies and how we can get, transformed ourselves by these positive things. So thank you so much for sharing all these wonderful things. And thank you so much for being a part of our event. Thank you, Lavanya Garu. Yeah. Over to Chandrika.
Thank you, Prashanti. Thank you, Lavanya Garu. The next person I have the privilege of introducing is Aishwarya. Aishwarya has been doing a lot in the last 1 year for the frontline workers. She has collected all of us together in helping from the Portland community to thank all the healthcare workers. Here is Aishwarya.
Dear friends, wishing you all a very happy International Women's Day. I'm Aishwarya Dhananjay, engineer, wife, mom, dancer, and community organizer. Thank you, National Federation of Indian American Associations, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to talk to you all. NFIA has been in the forefront of activities enhancing the Indo-US relationship for over 2 decades. As an Indian immigrant in US, I take this opportunity to thank NFIA for its vision and coordination. From leading nations to fighting for human rights to being chief executive of big organization, women continue to shape the world through their commitment and passion. This has been a very significant year for women of color, especially women of Indian origin in US. For first time in US history, a woman of color has become the Vice President of the United States. Vice President Harris' South Indian roots is something we are all proud of. This is the right moment for us, women of Indian origin, to engage in social activities and be part of efforts that affect our community. It's important we become part of the political dialogue at all levels and encourage our kids to become more involved in the socio-political environment around them. Our kids who are born and raised here should become more active in the community. Best way to ensure this is to make sure we women, along with our kids, involve ourselves in various causes that help the underprivileged population around us. Last 1 year has been difficult and different for everyone around the world. So many deaths, hospitalizations, loss of jobs, economic devastation, and changes all around. Women, especially mothers, have been pillars of strength who have worked so hard to make sure the kids are safe and educated and there is some normalcy in family lives. This has been a big eye-opener for many of us. For me, personally, it has been a journey to give back to this country and community which has given so much. The Portland Indian American community for the past 12 months has been organizing, sending 16,000 plus meals to frontline healthcare workers and vaccinators all across Northern Oregon and Southern Washington. This is a small way to say thank you to all frontline workers for their dedication and sacrifice. The healthcare workers have risked their life and that of their families to serve the patients. The community needs to tell them that we are strongly behind them and are eternally grateful for their service. This mission also helped us support 35 family-owned restaurants which were badly affected by the pandemic. Most restaurants that we worked with were women-owned. The amazing part of this whole effort was that it was achievable only due to the dedication of the women from this community. Be it coordinating with hospitals or working with restaurants or delivering food, these wonderful women, most of them moms, were ever willing to help. Our state of Oregon was ravaged by wildfires in 2020. The community came around to rehabilitate 12 families which lost everything to this devastating wildfire. The victims were provided with basic household and kitchen items to restart their life. The support was mainly provided to low-income households. This collection of these new household items was spearheaded by women from our community. There is a wonderful quote. Women are a whole community. Within her is the ability to create, strengthen, and transform. This pandemic has shown me and the world how women from different backgrounds and different strengths can come together to transform everything around them. Alone, we do so little. Together, we can do so much. Once again, wishing everyone a very happy International Women's Day. Let's join hands to transform our lives, our community, and the world around us. Thank you.
Thank you, Aishwarya. You are an awesome speaker and very, very motivational. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful event. Thank you. Our next guest is Dr. Sheetal Desai with 30 years of experience as physical therapist. She is founder of Dynamic Physical Therapy and Rehab Services and runs 3 successful practices in New York. She is decorated with various community-oriented awards, including Long Island Power Woman in Business and Long Island Diversity in Business. With her association with non-profit organizations, she has given back to the community during COVID times by organizing PPE distribution and educational seminars via Zoom and radio. She is extremely influential and well loved by people of all communities. She will be talking about wellness of women. Dr. Desai, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to participate in this International Women's Conference. And thank you, NIFA, for giving me this opportunity, and Ms. Gunjan for introducing me to this wonderful organization. What can I say on the eve of Women's Day? I'm a woman, and I'm proud to be woman. I'm thanking God for giving me this opportunity and this birth as a woman in my life. We as women are very, very involved with, as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, and we take care of all generations, if you say, their health, their wellness, and yourself. And it's important when we say that you have to take care of yourself first, as you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I want to emphasize how you can take care of your own physical health and mental health. So we're going to talk about a few wellness areas. I would say first being physical wellness, emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, social wellness, and occupational wellness. Me being a physical therapist, I'll talk about physical wellness last. But I want to explain more about the emotional wellness that I want everyone to understand. We want to be able to cope with stress that we have. Working we have to work productively. It's a multitasking kind of a life we all have, and we need to work productively, but be organized in our life so that we don't have to run into clashes and run into troubles. We should have an optimistic approach towards everything in the life, despite of occasional disappointments and frustrations we have, which we cannot control. So be proactive instead of being reactive. Talking about spiritual wellness, we want to discover what's important to you. To me, it may be just being in a closed door, thinking about myself and my connections with my friends, my family. That may be important to me. Maybe it may be not, something else would be important to you, but we want to have spiritual wellness as an important. You have to value yourself. You have to prioritize your life. Social wellness. We want to make sure we build social supportive relationship with everyone. Can't be judgmental about everyone, can't be critical of everyone. We have to empathize with all. In the world where we are all social, in the world with the healing for me is as a physical therapist is female dominant society, female dominant profession. However, business is not female dominant. It's male dominant still. So it's very important how you make sure your occupational wellness. And you want to make sure that you see that, do you enjoy going to work every day? Do you have a manageable caseload? Can you talk to your boss about your problems? Can you balance work and leisure time and family time? You need to look for opportunities to grow. Now, well, you must be all thinking, why am I talking about all these things? Because all of these eventually come to your physical well-being. You have to take care of yourself, your coworkers, your family, and be supportive to each other. I'm going to let this part that I enjoy speaking about is physical wellness. We want to make sure that we understand the female body. We want to make sure our body revolves around hormones. So does males. But we want to make sure we understand how hormones take a toll on our life from the time we're born. And we need to understand how we're able to give birth to a child. We're able to feed the child. We know how much our baby, we can produce that much milk that the baby will drink. So we know everything. We know about nutrition. We know about your family's life. We know how much and what to treat, what to feed the family. So when somebody is ill in the family, you know, as the wife or the mother, what to feed them. So take nutrition classes if you need to. Go Google, search what you need to feed your family in case of illness. So healthy eating is very important. Healthy lifestyle is very important. Physical well-being I would talk about is, just give you an example, 20-minute of walk can prevent memory loss, cognition loss, and dementia. 40-minute of walking can reduce stress. 30-minute of walking can improve memory. And 60-minute of walking can increase your creativity. So going back to saying, it's very, very, even if it's a small little bit of exercise, it can improve your ability to maintain your health, be it yoga, be it being meditation, be it relaxation exercises, activities, Tai Chi, dance, exercise, Zumba, instruction, physical fitness exercises, whatever makes you happy, do that to make yourself happy. Focus on things that you can control, focus on things you can have long-term goals about how you're going to take care of your life and your family's life. Making sure that you're staying healthy. If you're not healthy, your life around your household, your family, your organization, your work, everything depends on your health. So realize your importance, realize your strength. And I want to thank everyone here for the opportunity to give me this little time to speak. And thank you again, and happy Women's Day to all. And congratulations to NFIA for making this beautiful seminar for all.
Thank you, Dr. Sheetal. What you have shared with us is very, very helpful and useful for our lives. And thank you for being a part of this event. And now I would like to hand over to Chandrika. Over to you.
Thank you, Prashanti. And now we have SWICA, which is Southern Washington, Vancouver Indian Cultural Association. And here are the presenters, Karthika and Poonam from SWICA.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Women's Day to all of you. This is Karthika Krishnaswamy. I am representing SWICA. SWICA was formed in 2013 with the primary objective of bringing Indian community in Southwest Washington together and promoting Indian culture in the Vancouver metro area. SWICA community would like to nominate Poonam Vaswani for her contribution to the community and her charitable work. She is one of the founding members of SWICA. She contributed immensely towards various community activities. She currently works as an application specialist for Vancouver School District. She is a loving and caring wife and a mother of 2 loving sons. One of her sons is a neurologist and another son is a structural engineer. She believes in giving back to the community. It's my honor to introduce my friend and mentor Poonam Vaswani to all of you. Thank you, Poonam, for everything that you do for our community.
Hello, namaste. It is an honor and a privilege to be nominated today as an accomplished woman by SWICA, Southwest Washington Indian Cultural and Charitable Association. SWICA was formed in 2013 with the objective of promoting Indian culture in our community and encouraging children to learn about our rich Indian heritage. I was fortunate to work with a wonderful team of friends and colleagues in founding our organization and serve on the board since then, for which I was nominated today. But the real reason I feel I'm here is to represent all the amazing, accomplished women in the Vancouver Camas community. Women are the backbone of our community, our culture, our organization, and our future generation. We have remarkable women leaders in our organization who have been and continue to be the core of our growth and success. And I want to take a few moments to highlight just a snippet of the amazing work they have done and do. Bharti Arivaragan and Karthika Krishnaswamy, who is our current cultural secretary, take the lead in organizing and executing backstage and performances logistics for many events we host. They truly make our program special. They have been essential to making the presentations run smoothly and efficiently, leading to our popular, fabulous events like Navratri, Diwali, and the Indian New Year. Akanksha Singh and Priya Ramnathan lead the efforts to decorate for the events. Each year, their creative ideas surpass the accomplishments from the year before. They create a stunning environment and beautiful and fun photo booths at every event. Vaishnavi Kilambi is an integral member of our charitable committee of our association and has been a key part of several events. Those events not only bring the SWICA community together, but they also serve as a positive example for our children, also giving back to the broader community in our area. She has coordinated the volunteer efforts of our community at Santa's Posse's event, collected donations for Clark County Food Bank and other local charities during the pandemic and other times of need, organized blood donation drive, just to name a few. We are also extremely lucky to have a wonderful group of accomplished youth in our community. Our youth, young kids, get involved with SWICA as MCs during their high school years. They're trained by me and other board members, thus promoting their public speaking and leadership skills. Those kids are now taking leadership roles in the colleges and excelling and blossoming in their education and careers. Just like the sugar sweetens the milk, our children proudly bring the sweetness of our Indian culture into their lives, into the community over here. We have many accomplished women in our community. I have highlighted just a few examples from the leadership of our organization. Not only are they brilliant, talented, and accomplished in many professional fields, but they are also wonderful, kind, and generous, ready to take on any challenge with their positivity, thereby setting an example for our young generation. At the end of the day, Indian American Associations serve several roles. We are here to bring together our communities, spend time together, and have fun. And even more importantly, to create a positive impact in our community, create a positive influence on our children to grow up to be good citizens who are proud of their Indian cultural heritage and who learn to be involved and kind and giving to the local community. Today, as I stand before you, I am proud to represent all our amazing, talented, accomplished, wonderful, kind, and generous women in our Bandcamp community. Thank you for the privilege of your time.
Thank you, Kartika, and thank you, Poonam Vaswani. It is great to hear from both of you. And now it gives me immense pleasure to introduce you all to Geeta Pannala. She's an inspiration for me. She's been unanimously nominated from Greater Portland Telugu Association, which is one of the oldest organizations, cultural organization in the Portland area. And she's a mother, she's a homemaker, she works, she's a daughter, and she balances all of it. And she also walks the path that she talks about. Here's Geeta Pannala.
Thank you, Chandrika. I would like to thank GPTA for nominating me, and I would also like to thank Prashanti, Chandrika, and NFIA for organizing this event. I would like to congratulate all my fellow nominees and the speakers today. I'm really honored to be in the group and company of all these wonderful women. I would like to start with a quote on leadership from Sheryl Sandberg. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making that impact last even when you're not there and letting it continue. When you think about this quote, the first person that comes to your mind is your mother. Your mother is your first leader and teacher who shaped you. Women have inherent ability in them to inspire, guide, and lead. Women have always helped in shaping the world with their leadership. I strongly feel that the ability to listen is a very important quality that women have. And I also believe that men and women, when they work together, can make this world a better place. And I'm very thankful for all the opportunities I got in my life to help various organizations, people around me, which kind of helped me as a person to grow. Each and every activity I was involved with helped me a lot. Finally, I believe that when we serve people, we get satisfaction. And when we give to others, we get happiness. And when we work with other people, we gain wisdom. And I am so honored to talk today on behalf of Women's Day to all the women leaders and every individual that inspires me. Thank you.
Thank you, Geeta Garu, for sharing your experiences and your journey. This is so inspirational and very motivational. And thank you for being a part of this event, today's event. And thank you so very much, Chandrika, for nominating a very beautiful and very highly experienced person in our community. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Next, we will be presenting a folk dance on Ghumar by Deepa Barve's dance troupe. Enjoy! That was such a wonderful and energetic performance by Deepa's group. And Deepa, you're awesome, and you gave us some energy. Thank you so very much, Deepa, for being part of this event. And yeah, your troupe is amazing. Thank you. Our next guest speaker is Raj Razdan, a scientist by profession. She founded the Senior Citizens Program in 1996 and is presently serving as the Executive Director, which is being recognized for services to seniors in Georgia as well as nationally. Raj is an active public speaker who spoke at the Ebenezer Church on Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. She serves the Gandhi Foundation of USA. Raj is currently serving as Vice President, member of NFIA 2021. She will be talking about golden years, trials and tribulations. Raj, over to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Raji. Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me such a nice introduction. I would like to thank NFIA and all the distinguished guests on this International Women's Day. And I would like to thank the board for doing this program. I'm really happy that our board decided to do a women's conference this year. And we have done 3 conferences to date. So congratulations, everybody. The topic I'm going to talk about is the golden years, trials and tribulations. Life is a beautiful song. Take time to listen to your heart. Happiness is not money, not a degree, and not success. To tolerate is the ability to retain relationships, develop it, and that keeps you happy. It gives you a sense of well-being. Only God knows what you need, when you need it, and how much. What is aging? Aging well means having a savvy strategy to face the challenges that may be coming your way. Here are some suggestions on how to prevent or minimize your risk for each of these challenges of aging, preventing, and modifying the changes your body is making. Changes in the body due to age can result in loss of muscle mass, changes in balance, and other factors that impact day-to-day function. The baby boomers are all seniors at this time, and many face challenges. Overcoming these challenges requires a solid strategy, preventive measures, and a good bit of common sense. Seniors face many challenges living at home alone. They begin to lose the ability to do the same things that they were able to do when they were younger. Basic tasks like cooking, cleaning, which were once part of a manageable daily routine, are now too difficult to perform. Transportation services is a great way to combat limited mobility, and so we need to enlist a senior transportation service. This enables the seniors to be more independent, to do their own shopping or make pharmacy visits when needed. They can also drop in and visit with friends and family members more easily. This is very easily available in this country. Loneliness or lack of companionship. Loneliness is an issue that many seniors face, especially if they are no longer able to drive. Children have moved away, or if the significant other has passed away, often contributing to depression, anxiety, and isolation, which is why offering companionship is very important to the caregivers. Tripping and falling is also an unsafe environment. Older adults have a higher risk of tripping and falling on an upturned rug or a wet floor. Once an elderly person has fallen, he or she may be unable to get up and alert somebody. A strategy is to please sit down and dress up after your bath. Inability to complete their errands. Sometimes the elderly may find completing errands both in and outside the home difficult. They need assistance with the upkeep of their home or assistance with running errands like grocery shopping and getting to appointments. Remembering their medication. Mental illness or fatigue can often cause individuals to forget to take their medications. An elderly care service provider can send an individual who can keep track of personal information about medical conditions and provide seniors with medication reminders throughout the day. Diseases can also build up over time. We are dealing with multiple diseases due to multiple medications. The symptoms of all diseases can affect daily life and decrease the quality of life. Mental health is playing another very big issue. Dementia is not part of aging. Dementia can be caused by disease, reaction to medications, visions and hearing problems, infections, nutritional imbalances, diabetes, and renal failure. There are many forms of dementia, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. These ones with medications may be temporary. With accurate diagnosis comes management and help. Common late in life mental health conditions is depression. If left untreated, depression in elderly can lead to suicide. Immunization is very important for the seniors. Influenza and pneumonia are amongst the top 10 causes of death for older adults. Emphasis on influenza vaccination for seniors has helped. Pneumonia remains one of the most serious infections. Of course, this year it was COVID, especially among women and amongst the very old. There is abuse and neglect of older persons, which is far too common. Often older persons rely on others for care and support. Older persons may even, due to depression, neglect themselves. There is financial exploitation. Older people can be sitting ducks for scams. Often older people are more trusting and need more help with finances. Please make a will and sign a DNR. New laws in India is that the children cannot sell the property of the parents without making adequate arrangements on how they will be taken care of. This is something that you all need to pay attention to and make sure that everything is in order where your finances are concerned. Death and dying are just part of aging. Not only do each one of us have to come to terms with our own death, as we age, we will have to face death of friends and loved ones. Developing an approach to death that works for you is essential to healthy aging. Access to health care. Seniors frequently don't monitor their health as seriously as they should. While a shortage of geriatricians have been noted nationwide. Caregivers are very essential to help people stay independent as they age and be sure that medical and other needs are taken care of. The problem is that caregiving is hard work. A challenge of aging is to make sure that your caregivers are staying healthy. Oral health, sensory impairments, visual impairments, hearing impairments are also very important. As aging takes place, our eyes do get bad. We have hearing disabilities. Oral health plays a very important role. 25% of adults over the age of 65 no longer have their natural teeth. Problems such as cavities and tooth decay can lead to difficulty maintaining a healthy diet, a low self-esteem, and other health conditions. Malnutrition in older adults over the age of 65, such as weakened immune systems and muscle weakness. The causes of malnutrition can stem from other health issues. Seniors suffering from dementia may forget to eat. Depression, alcoholism, dietary restrictions, reduced social contact, and limited income. Committing to small changes in diet, such as increasing consumption of fruits and vegetables and decreasing consumption of saturated fat and salts, can help nutrition issues in the elderly. Bladder control and constipation plays a very important role in the seniors. Incontinence and constipation are both common with aging and can impact older adults' quality of life. The Mayo Clinic suggests maintaining a healthy weight, eating a healthy diet, and exercising regularly to avoid these health issues. In closing, as the population of Americans living with Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, and similar disorders grow, we will explore ways to strengthen support for informal caregiving so that these individuals can live in their communities and outside institutional settings for as long as possible. Scientific efforts to understand the nature of aging and to extend the healthy, active years of life. There are 13 centers which have been opened nationally. A lot of money has been pumped into these projects. There are 20 million people who will be living under these above diseases. healthcare costs will be rising. There is a growing gap in healthcare. There are 4 such programs which have been started. And one, I know the names of 2, the Savvy Caregiver Program and the Scientific Working Group on HIV and Aging within Emory University and NIH Center for AIDS Research and Aging Working Group. I challenge all my board and NFI members and everybody here who is in our program today to start helping at the senior centers, take action and start your own program. If you need help, I will be more than glad to help you to see how you can raise funds to help seniors. We have done this program in the Georgia area for 25 years, nearly 25 years. I have raised maybe about $800 to $1 million. And I really do want to thank all the sponsors and all my volunteers who have supported me over all these years. Once again, I thank all the organizers, the participants, and I would like to mention Dr. Rajeshwar Prasad and Gunjan Rastogi, who has taken over after Dr. Rajeshwar Prasad left. He worked with the senior centers in New York, and they recognize the work that we are doing. Once again, thank you to the Board of Directors of NFIA, the President, and all the distinguished guests on this platform. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Raji, for those wonderful words. I could not agree more with you about the importance of happiness and the way you're taking care of seniors, and very powerful. So thank you for being a part of this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And over to you, Chandrika.
Thank you. Our next nonprofit that I'm going to introduce is actually Sudeshna. She was the one who performed on the Sita and Rama, the poem, and she's a part of our community. And Sudeshna, welcome.
Namaskar, I'm Sudeshna Ganguly from Prabhashi Association, wishing you all a very happy Women's Day. Today we shall be talking about 3 Renaissance Bengali women who not only proved that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, but also laid foundation for today's modern women. With that, we will have our first speaker, Devangana. Thank you.
Namaskar. A country's greatness lies in its undying ideals of love and sacrifice that inspire the mothers of the race. This famous quote was said by none other than our Nightingale, Sarojini Naidu. Born to Bengali parents, Sarojini Naidu was one of the earliest trailblazers of feminist movement in India. She started her literary journey at age 12, and most of her works revolve around civil rights, women emancipation, and anti-imperialistic ideas. A contemporary poet, Bapatito Bandyopadhyay, once very aptly said, Sarojini Naidu inspired the Indian Renaissance movement, and she had the mission to improve the life of every single Indian woman. Now, times have changed. Women in India stand at par with their male counterparts, thanks to the foundation she had laid upon which we built. She inspired women globally to stand for what is right and to soar higher than an eagle to achieve all our dreams. Today, I would like to urge upon all of you to celebrate and support women around us so that they may fulfill whatever their heart desires. Now, I would like to call upon my very dear friend and a fellow speaker, Sanjukta Chatterjee, to carry on this wonderful journey. Thank you.
Namaskar. What is the common thread that binds Karman Malleshwari, Mary Kom, Saina Nehwal, PV Sindhu and Sakshi Malik? Each of them has made India proud with their Olympic medals. They defeated not only their competition, but also an Indian social system riddled with misogyny that never quite guided them to compete in international tournaments, yet they persisted. Today I will introduce you to another name, Not a household name, not a celebrity, but a forgotten hero who paved the path for every female Olympian who has had the fortune to represent India. She is Nilima Ghosh, a Bengali track and field athlete who was the first female Indian sportsperson to represent India at the Olympic Games. It was the year 1952, and Olympics were held in Helsinki. Nilima was only 17 years old and had trained as an athlete with few resources and even fewer support. She participated in the 100-meter sprint and 80-meter hurdles events. Although Nilima did not win a medal that day, she sent out a message of hope to all the little girls out there. Sports is not the monopoly of any gender, and this Women's Day, let us celebrate all the female sportspersons who have come and empower all those who will follow. My friend Joyita Banerjee will continue with another tale of an aspirational woman. Thank you.
Namaskar. We consider ourselves free spirits, but our words remain unfree. Women are late comers to writing and unwelcome. Today, on the occasion of International Women's Day, I'm going to talk about Nabanita Debshen, a woman literary who said these words and stood her ground on those unwelcomed waters. Nabanita Debshen is one of the best-known contemporary Bengali authors. She had a unique style of self-expression where she always tried to construct a world where women can themselves inspire and complement men in all their needs. Nabanita Debshen was literally all in one. A noted poet, novelist, short story writer, playwright, humorist, travel writer, and an academician. She has published more than 80 books in Bengali and received many honors, including Padma Shri in 2000. I'm going to end our presentation on behalf of Prabashi Association of Greater Portland by reciting a poem written by Nabanita Debshen, Eikal Chirokal. The poem is translated by her daughter Nandana Debshen, who herself is a children protection ambassador for Save the Children India. Right Now Forever by Nabanita Debshen. Time has not the power to extinguish me. Don't think for a moment that I wait up in time. Let time keep on playing his absurd battle game. Every time he strips me, I rise, clothed without shame. With the force of prayer, of spells, of magic and divine, all that was untimely will turn auspicious, sublime. In a just war, the rebel stands forever unafraid. For her ally is eternity, who divinely arrayed guides her chariot destroying the enemy line. Thus a divisive age will be defeated and spurned. Though it brings on great wars, it will lose every time. From all our scriptures, this is the truth I have learned. Please know that I am cherished by an undivided, infinite age. Time will never have the power to scorch me with its rage. Thank you.
Thank you for such an inspirational message, Prabashi Association. And the next one that we would like to introduce are these young women who have taken up the challenge during COVID to do something different. Here's the tech desk.
Hi, my name is Anika and I grew up in Portland, Oregon. My parents instilled in me at a young age the desire to serve my community and give back. I've been doing this for many years through work with organizations such as Real Youth to Youth and Asha Stanford, where I help to support under-resourced communities and schools in India. Since then, I've been studying computer science at Stanford University, and I had a desire to use my skills to positively benefit my communities. And an opportunity in that realm showed up during COVID, where a lot of small businesses, and specifically minority-owned small businesses, have been heavily impacted by COVID, and and I thought that this was an area in which my skills could be helpful to my community. So I teamed up with my friends Tulsi and Meghna, and we've been working to help small businesses in Portland get online, and through building websites or through social media sites. And this has been hugely successful, and the businesses that we've partnered with have been incredible to work with and have seen huge improvements in their ability to get hits on their website and their ability to schedule with clients. And it's been a very fulfilling relationship both ways for us to get to know them and them to get to know us. And we've also been able to expand beyond just us three now and have other volunteers who are also working with the tech desk. So it's been great, and it's been a lot of fun.
Hi, my name is Meghna, and I helped start the tech desk with Tulsi and Anika. We all grew up in Beaverton, and I studied computer science and statistics at Stanford and currently work as a data scientist. Working on the tech desk has been really important to me because it feels like a very concrete way of applying my skills to amplifying and bringing power to the voices of minority business owners. Our mission is to ensure that all entrepreneurs have access to the resources they need to thrive online, and that is especially important during this time. I love that we're able to do this for free, and I also love that we're bringing volunteers together who are also excited to apply their skills to further our mission. It's been lovely to work with Tulsi and Anika and learn from each other, and I'm excited to see what the tech desk has in store.
Hi everyone, my name is Tulsi, and I lead the tech desk along with Meghna and Anika. We started the tech desk last summer to support businesses, especially minority businesses who were disproportionately affected by COVID-19. We wanted to help them set up an online presence, to be able to build websites, to connect to the right resources, to augment that social media. And we realized that while there were a lot of really great tools out there, and you could, use them to build websites or to connect with platforms like Google Maps, these tools were often hard to find or hard to set up. And even just a little bit of support could go a really, really long way. And for me, I work at Google, where I actually lead a large part of our efforts to make our products more inclusive. But products like Google Search or Google Maps are only as effective as the businesses that are online. They only work for businesses who are online. And so to me, the tech desk is really about giving more people a voice and giving them a platform to grow and to share their vision and to really build something incredible. And it's been amazing because each entrepreneur we've gotten to work with has just been so creative and so thoughtful. And it's been really awesome to be a part of giving them that larger platform and to be then learning so much from them in the process. All of us are from Portland, and so it seemed like a natural place to start to help and support Portland businesses. And it's been a great way to be a part of that community and to feel community when I think we all feel so disconnected from one another, and just to meet a set of amazing people. And so we're hoping that we can get another set of amazing volunteers who want to support businesses, want to build these types of relationships and scale to businesses in Portland, across the country, and maybe even eventually across the globe.
Hearing these young women speak gives me so much confidence in the future that we are in good hands. Thank you, Tech Desk, and hopefully we'll get more volunteers for that. Our next nomination is from one of the most popular or cultural organization, Greater Portland Tamil Mandram. They've been here since 2003, and Meena Mohan is the current president. And they've been doing a lot of cultural events, 4 events every year. And then they are also the Beaverton City certified as one of the top cultural organization. And they also do a lot of charity work in the community, along with kids and adults alike. Their nominee is Shivi Banka, who is the artistic director of Kalabharati School. I've known Shivi for a long time, and one of the most important things that I admire in her is the perfection that she teaches, imparts to her children, to her students. And every student of hers has been an amazing performer, and I love that quality about her. Here's Shivi Banka.
Hi everyone. This is Meena Mohan, President of Greater Portland, Tamil Mandram. First of all, wishing you all a happy International Women's Day. Thank you, Prashanti, for the great opportunity to be part of the NFIA Women's Day celebration today, along with other non-profit organizations. I strongly believe in giving back to community. It's a great honor for me to serve as a women leader at GPTM. GPTM is one of the greatest non-profit cultural organizations that serves as the leading voice for thousands of Tamil families in Greater Portland area. GPTM promotes the rich cultural and linguistic heritage of Tamils among the local Tamil population by organizing 4 grand cultural events every year since 2003. It is highly recognized by City of Beaverton, Oregon for best cultural activities and community services. And it becomes a certified organization to provide presidential awards to honor volunteers who serves Portland community. And GPTM is heavily focusing on the development of our next generation kids. This year, Women's Day theme is Choose to Challenge. I raise my hand and choose to challenge, empower myself, and support the entire women community across the globe. The purpose of the Women's Day is to praise, celebrate women who work hard every day to accomplish individual and professional goals with a lot of challenges. I take this privilege to introduce our GPTM's nominee, Shivi Vanka, a modern woman, director of Kalabharati Dance of School, who is serving in the cultural industry for decades. Shivi Vanka, I pass it over to you. Once again, happy Women's Day to all of you. Thank you, Prashanti and NFIA, for the great opportunity.
Vanakkam. I'm Shivi Vanka, Kalabharati School Linde. I'd like to thank GPTM for nominating me from our community. I'm very proud to represent the Tamil community. I was groomed to be a scientist. 23 years ago, there was a fork in my life, and I had to face the dilemma of wanting to follow the science I was groomed for or the art I loved. I chose art. I chose to follow my love and passion for dance. Before you see the results of the decision I made that day. Art is a true reflection of our culture. The Bharatanatyam that I teach is a true reflection of our culture. And what is culture? Culture is the theology of our ancestors, the philosophy and thoughts of our people of the Indian subcontinent. When I started this journey, equipped with my science knowledge, my aesthetics, my personal skills, I soon discovered that the lines between science and art became blurred very quickly. The maths in rhythms and jatis, the anatomy and physiology of the human body when executing the movements for the dance, the biochemistry of tears, of sweat, the nutrition that is required for the health of the dancer, all started to entwine and make me stronger in producing very beautiful, very strong, versatile dancers. My whole journey through this art is based on the concept of Mata, Pita, Guru, Devam. The role of the Guru, I take that very seriously. My parents and my aunt and very many wise friends have helped me very much through this journey, and I'm very thankful to them. And I particularly make sure that every child understands the moral value behind those mythological stories. And how can she take that value? What has she learned so that she can take and apply it to her everyday life here in the United States? There is a self-awareness that happens. I can feel the pride in her. She starts exploring her culture. There is a awareness of her heritage. And she begins to realize that she is the keeper of that heritage. What she learns, her family learns. The community learns when she goes out to perform. I am deep-rooted and I strongly believe in what they say as the goddess within. I strongly believe in the female power. And when the girl child comes to me, all the way up to the time she's a young woman, I make sure that she can explore and find that goddess, that power inside her. And I, to the best of my ability, will give her everything that she needs to make that goddess very powerful. I remember Catherine Hepburn's words. She wanted to be a mighty oak. And I think that's what I am. I'm a mighty oak. And all my students are the branches and leaves. I need to be very strong. I feel I have to be very strong. I have to continuously keep up being deep-rooted. I have to continuously increase my knowledge of my heart, my soul, my mind, so that I can be strong and I can truly bring that and give that to this child, to my students, because healthy acorns make very mighty oak trees. My journey, I have made many strong young future leaders who are very grounded in their culture, and yet they are confident to go and live a full life outside in this world. My journey continues. I'd like to thank you for this opportunity and for nominating me. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivi, again for those inspiring words once again. And then we have right now, the next is, I have the privilege of introducing Mini again. Swaram is a Malayali organization in the Portland area, and Mini is on the Swaram board of Swaram for the past 16 years. And here she is. They've nominated, Swaram has nominated Aishwarya again for her immense service in this last year. And here we go, Mini and Aishwarya.
Namaskaram. I am Mini Jairaj, the Secretary of the Malayali Association, Swaram. Swaram stands for Southwest Washington and Oregon Association of Malayalis. Swaram is a non-profit organization involved in promoting the cultures and arts of Kerala. We aim to provide a forum for interaction among the Malayalis and encourage appreciation of the art forms and traditions of Kerala. We are very grateful to the Malayali community for coming together and providing support to the underprivileged on many occasions. In April 2020, when the disruptions triggered by COVID-19 started to hit the community, with generous donations, the employer matches and the Swaram's match amount, we raised about $6,000 for the Portland Rescue Mission and the Beaverton School District Nutritional Assistance Program. In September 2020, when wildfires destroyed homes and livelihoods in Oregon, the community once again came together and raised close to $3,500 for the Oregon Food Bank and the United Way of the Columbia Willamette. In December 2020, we joined hands with 5 other organizations in the US to organize a wonderful fundraising event called Magic Beyond Barriers to support Professor Gopinath Mudugal's Differently Abled Children at the Different Arts Center in Trivandrum, Kerala. We are on track to raise more than $46,000 for this noble cause. Our sincere thanks to Chetana Foundation and other partner organizations for their efforts. Another notable program in 2020 was online Malayalam class that we started in the summer. Apart from teaching our mother tongue to the kids, the program also made a really heartwarming contribution to a few families in Kerala. We donated the Malayalam class fees to support the education of students from financially struggling families in Kerala. Swaram transferred $1,375 to support 11 such students. 8 students were able to purchase mobile phones for their online classes. 3 students paid the fees for their BSc, Polytechnic or higher secondary education. Thank you, volunteers and teachers in our community. On behalf of Swaram, I would like to thank NFIA for giving us the opportunity to be part of the International Women's Day celebration. Swaram is very happy to nominate Srimati Aishwarya Dhananjay Srinivasan for her selfless service to Swaram as well as to the Oregon community. Let us hear a few words from Aishwarya.
I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know, the only ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. Southwest Washington and Oregon Association of Malayalis, Swaram, and its members have found the true meaning of happiness by dedicating themselves in the service of others. This pandemic has affected the life of all of us. Swaram members, especially the women, saw this as a time to give back to the community. Women from Kerala predominantly dominate the nursing fraternity from India who serve in US and all around the world. Nurses Lini Tharapil, Dalia Johnson and Alfonsa Wilson were on the front lines serving patients at various Portland hospitals. Many members were actively involved with sending meals to healthcare workers across northern Oregon and southern Washington to thank them for their service. When wildfires ravaged Oregon, Swaram members helped with the collection of relief materials for the victim. Their services extended across continents to serve the needs of the underprivileged population in India. They actively participated in the Jai Bharatam event, a Chetana Foundation initiative to help orphanages in India. Through this, they helped raise funds to provide basic food, medicine, drinking water and other amenities to orphanages and old age homes across Kerala. Working with Chetana Foundation and various Malayali organizations across the US, Swaram helped organize and collect funds to support different arts center in Trivandrum, Kerala that supports kids with disabilities. This fundraiser, Magic Beyond Barriers, in December 2020 was a huge success. I'm very proud of the fact that I, along with Lini Tharapil, came up with the concept for this fundraiser. I take this moment to thank all the women members of Swaram for being the motivation behind the community service activity of this organization. This has been a wonderful journey. This journey will continue for eternity. It's a journey of women coming together to make a difference for themselves and the world. Happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Swaram, Mini, and Aishwarya for your awesome services for our community. As they say, service to humanity is service to God. You all are so amazing people we have in our community. Thank you, Swaram, for being a part of this event. And you guys just do a lot of stuff for everybody, not only in our community, for the people who are in need. Thank you again, once again. Next, we have with us Anaga Jamadagni and Padmashri Gargesa speaking from Portland, Kannada Kuta.
Namaskara. I'm Anagha Jamadagni, President of Portland, Kannada Kuta. On behalf of Kannada Kuta, I wish all the wonderful women a very happy Women's Day. Here's to strong women. May we know them, may we be them, may we raise them. It must have been 35 years or so since the first Kannada-speaking families moved to this place. And since then, this beautiful city has seen so many incredible women who have contributed in a greater way to this Greater Portland area. Of course, without a doubt, every woman is a winner and worthy to be celebrated. But few go above and beyond to prove not just a winner, but to be an inspiration to the society. One such inspiration is Padma Shri Gargesa. Any Kannada Kuta event, we know she's there to help us. Not just that, she is also a main Sanchalika in Samskrita Bharati, and she's a key volunteer in Sangeeta Sanjay. Also, she has helped in Aishwarya Dhananjay's effort in distributing food to the frontline warriors and providing essentials to wildfire affected families. She's also been a judge to Chetana Foundation's youth programs and also part of many other activities that are being done by Chetana Foundation. And the list goes on and on. Being a busy bee herself, she never fails to say yes to people in need. Let's give a warm welcome to our own sweet, kind, down-to-earth and very humble Padma Shri Gargesa.
Hi. Firstly, thank you, Anaga, for your very generous introduction. I would like to heartfully thank Portland Kannada Kuta for nominating me on this very special day. Though I have the spotlight on me right now and have been requested to talk about my contributions to the community, I really cannot do justice to it by not mentioning all of the wonderful women in the community who have inspired me and have given me an opportunity to work with them and learn from them. Among the many myths we hear about women, one of them is that senior women pull the ladder behind them. As most of you must have correctly interpreted it by now, it means women aren't good at working with each other. Qualities like envy and jealousy are very easily associated with women. I cannot stress how the women in our own community prove this wrong. Let me start by talking about my nominators, Portland Kannada Kuta. Since the new executive committee and board of directors have been appointed, I have worked mostly with the wonderful women of Kuta to contribute in whatever small manner I can to their truly original and creative cultural ideas. The creativity and ingenuity these women bring to the table is just awe-inspiring. And I want to stress that Kannada Kuta board of directors as well as the executive committee are majorly women. Over the years, I have worked with Samskrita Bharati. I have worked closely with several women volunteers. Sri Raksha Mohan, Sri Vidya Krishna, among many others who have selflessly served and inspired me to go on. The work we do at Samskrita Kendram, of course, along with my fellow volunteers, is extremely daunting. There have been many a times where I have felt overwhelmed, exhausted, and ready to give up. Every single time my fellow volunteer at the Kendram, Sri Vidya, has inspired me and motivated me to keep going on. Aishwarya Dhananjay doesn't need any further introduction in our community. She has been a beacon drawing many good Samaritans to contribute towards what we identify now as her cause. For some of us who might have found it difficult to convert our wish to serve into action, she not only makes it look easy, but also has paved the way for many of us to work and contribute with her. I cannot stress enough that be it my little involvement towards the frontline workers cause or related to the wildfire relief effort, both of which were primarily coordinated by Aishwarya, I have mostly worked with fellow women in the community in working out the logistics, funds, and delivery details towards these causes. Another group of selfless women I have worked with serve under the banner of Chetana Foundation. Yes, it's again a majority of women volunteers who organize and coordinate at Chetana as well. Though I have only helped them or contributed to Chetana in a very small manner at the periphery, it's extremely inspiring to watch the amazing work these women do in the community, tirelessly all year round. A lot of us might believe in the myths and caricatures surrounding women, and frighteningly, some of us might also be living up to these myths. But I hope my little attempt to debunk one of these myths will inspire young girls out there listening to this to never doubt the camaraderie, generosity, or resourcefulness of fellow women. Women working together are truly forces to reckon with, as has been proven by our own community. I would like to end by wishing all of you wonderful women out there a very happy Women's Day and keep inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you, Padmashri and Anaga, for your words from Kannadakuta. The next nominee is Vandana Ketan from Hindi Sangam. Hindi Sangam is a non-profit organization in Portland. It's one of the oldest cultural organization also. I have to inform you that Vandana couldn't join us here because she is again on a mission to deliver food for the shelter today. And here is the information from Geeta Pandey and Vandana Ketan. Thank you.
Good evening from Hindi Sangam. First of all, let me thank you for organizing Women's Day. An empowered woman not only strengthens herself, she empowers the whole surroundings. Those of you who may not know about Hindi Sangam, a little bit intro about Hindi Sangam. Hindi Sangam is a non-profit organization. It promotes Indian language, Hindi language specifically, Indian culture and arts by organizing various literary and cultural events like Sahit Sandhya, drama, natak and Diwali program. Its goal is to motivate local talents, help them participate on the stage, perform. So far, our local talents have done outstanding job in performing, participating and staying connected with its Indian roots. Those of you who want to participate in Hindi Sangam events or you have any talent want to share with us, please reach out to us on our Facebook Hindi Sangam Portland page. Today, I'm here to nominate from Hindi Sangam a person who has been relentlessly working to feed helpless, needy, homeless shelters. Her services includes end-to-end finding sponsors, buying groceries and cooking food. This person, since last 3 years, without stopping, monthly with her team should be reaching out to shelter to cook food. During COVID-19, when restriction occurred, everything got shut down, but this person did not stop. Rather, she stepped up, electrified her team to let us deliver the cooked food so she doesn't have to go to shelter because of restriction. And so far, it's been 1 year. Single week did not pass where this person did not deliver the food. Not only that, this person donated her bone marrow to a strange person she gave to the life. So whoever she touched, her selfless service, her commitment and dedication had touched many lives. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already guessed it, the person is Vandana Ketan. Thank you.
Thank you, Geeta ji and Vandana Ketan for the amazing work that you're doing. Our next presenter is iMission. iMission was formed by a young high school boy, and it has been managed by Madhvi Raj, who's also a dear friend of mine. Here's iMission's video.
Hi everyone, my name is Likila Vavilapalli. First off, I would like to thank NFIA for this opportunity and for providing me and our team a platform to share our thoughts about such a predominant topic, women empowerment. I am the president of a local nonprofit organization called The I Mission. Established in 2016, The I Mission is centered towards the welfare of the visually impaired across the world. We raise funds through cultural events and educational workshops, and with those donations we perform cataract, glaucoma, and retina surgeries, along with donating braille machines to schools for the visually impaired. Along with ophthalmological surgeries, the I Mission expands a helping hand to those in need. Today we are all here to celebrate women and discuss the importance of empowering women. So here are a couple members of the I Mission team and our thoughts on this crucial topic.
Hi everyone, my name is Samia Chowdhury and I'm with the I Mission. I think that empowering women is very vital to creating a safer environment for future generations to come. I noticed that women are often judged by their actions or their choices, regardless of what they're doing. So, empowering women allows women to rid themselves of that internalized fear of judgment and lack of confidence. And overall, empowering women supports women, and we should all support each other rather than tearing ourselves down. Thank you.
This is Asmi from the I Mission. When you think feminism, what comes to mind? For many, feminism is viewed as the idea that women are better than men, or deserve more power than men. However, this is an extremely dangerous misconception, as it completely defies what so many supporters of female empowerment believe. Feminism is not giving more power to one over the other. Rather, it is to give equal power to all, with all genders receiving the same rights and privileges under the name of the law. Throughout America's 200-year history, women have fought to vote, own property, and even something as commonplace as being viewed as their own individual, striving to finally be viewed as equal to men. And we have made so much progress, but we still have so much more to go. Feminism is gender equality. Let's fight for the self-respect and rights we all deserve.
Women make 49.6% of the population globally. In my opinion, that's a very substantial number. Despite our strength in numbers, we often get suppressed and get opportunities taken away from us merely because of our gender. I'd like to share a personal example of mine. On the I Mission service trip, we donated braille machines to the government school for visually challenged girls in Andhra Pradesh. It was incredibly inspiring to watch these young women type and write despite their impairments. They also sang with their gorgeous voices while they read the lyrics through braille. Here is a small clip of their singing and typing. Enjoy!
సన్నా సన్నగా నవ్విండే గుండెకే గాయం చేసిండే ముద్ద నోటికి పోకుండా మస్తు డిస్టర్బ్ చేసిండే పిల్లని లుక్కే పిల్లగాడొచ్చిండే డిన్నర్ అన్నాడే డేటు అన్నాడే ఏ బట్టి గోరు తిరిగి నిన్న ఉల్టా ఫీదా చేసిండే వచ్చిండే మెల్ల మెల్లగా వచ్చిండే క్రీమ్ బిస్కెట్ వేసిండే కమ్మున కూర్చొని ఆడే కుదురుగా నిల్చొని ఆడే.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Women have come a long way as we fight for our basic rights, but there is still so much more to be done. How often do we see the news of a woman being sexually harassed, or a woman of color in our world leaders? Despite all the pushback and discrimination, as a woman we have fought and continue to fight for our rights. From Mother Teresa to Vice President Kamala Harris, women of color have come to the forefront, setting an example for many generations to come. We were asked to pick a nominee for this event and choose someone who we see as a female hero. We contemplated who we were going to pick for a while, but then it dawned on us that there is no one female hero. Every female is a hero. Every woman has fought for herself and her family in one way or another, and being a woman in this day and age requires strength and courage, so I think we can all classify as heroes. I would now like to pass it on to my personal hero. As many of us here, she has fought for her voice and to be heard and to stand on her feet. The iMission team would like to nominate our team director, Madhavi Lukalapu, as an empowered woman. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Madhavi Lukalapu, and I am the director of the iMission, and I'm the president of another non-profit organization called Bethany Math Club for the past 11 years. First of all, wish you happy International Women's Day to wonderful women here today. And thank you NFIA for giving me the wonderful opportunity to speak about female empowerment. Empowering women starts in our families, workplaces, and neighborhoods. Through meaningful collaboration, we can help women advance and unleash the limitless potential we have within us. We often put our partners and children at the top of our priority, myself included. But it is important to prioritize ourselves and our mental health. We have to bring each other up and come together as a community and fight for complete equality. If we all support and work together to empower each other, we will achieve things for women that no one would have imagined. As my mom always said, appreciate yourself, be kind to yourself, and respect yourself. Thank you so much. It's been an honor to be part of this celebration.
Thank you, Madhavi and Likhila, for presenting a wonderful video about the iMission. And thank you for being a part of this event. Thank you so much. I would like to thank NFIA board who had supported me to bring the speakers from LA, Atlanta, Seattle, Washington, and New York. I would like to thank all our Portland community for coming together and making this event so very successful. I would like to thank my daughter Tanya Harati, who has helped us in every aspect of putting this successful program together. She has spent countless hours during her school days and weekends and has become quite a technical wizard. I would like to thank my son, who was very patient even though I was not able to give him any time from past couple of weeks. I would like to thank my husband, who took time out of his very busy work schedule to guide and help in many aspects of this event. Thank you so much, Chandrika, for being the strong support and for helping and guiding this very successful event. We would also like to thank Meena Mohan for helping with creation of our first event flyer. If there were any shortcomings or mistakes in today's virtual event, they were unintentional and please excuse us. Thank you all so very much. Hopefully we see you all soon in our next event.
Congratulations, Prashanti, on your first NFIA event in Portland. I want to thank all the speakers today. I have learned so much from each of you. Just by listening to these words of wisdom from the experiences that all of you have gone through. Like someone said, we have all the women behind us to thank for the positions that we are in now and for the big inspiration that all of you have brought us today. We thank you for staying with us till now, and we hope you all have a very happy Women's Day, celebrating each one of you. Thank you so much.
I would like to request all of you to know about our next upcoming events from NFIA. So I would like to give it hand over it to our Mr. President Ajay Dubeji to say about our upcoming NFIA events. Thank you. Over to you, Ajay Dubeji.
Hello.
Ajit, yeah, please go ahead, Mr. President.
Thank you. I know it's a little late. I should have announced that time. We had 3 women conference and all of them are fantastic. I thank Angela Anand and Kamlesh Munshi there and Lalita and Raj. And here in LA yesterday, Manoma and all other group. And today, Prashanti and the group. We are going to have an upcoming event in San Diego, which will be done by our treasurer, Pooja Thomre. So the thing, material and all those things will be published. We're going to send the note to everyone. Then second one will be in Newark. That also we're going to send the notice to every board member and all other members. And third one will be like national event for 125 years of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Thank you very much. And I hope you joined this program very good. And she did a fantastic job bringing all the new associations in this program. Thank you very much, Shanti.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming for this event and making it a big success. And I hope everybody enjoyed today's event and today's speeches from our speakers. And I hope you all had a very good time, and see you all very soon. Thank you so very much.
Thank you all.